Good evening. I want to keep you updated. We have some severe weather going on in South Dakota right now, particularly in the central and eastern parts of South Dakota. Let's take a look at the radar here, and let's go ahead and zoom in here. We have these areas in pink. This is where we have severe thunderstorm watches. I just want to go over this here first. We have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings. The only one that's in the coverage area right now is in the central part of South Dakota that has just been issued, and it is right here in central South Dakota. And Pierre already got nailed with a strong thunderstorm, and now Pierre's about to get another one here to move through the area. And this cell right here, some hail possible, maybe up to an inch. This severe thunderstorm warning goes until 12:15 in the morning here, so another half an hour or so on this warning. And this cell is going to move in an east-southeast direction. So this will be impacting the Pierre area here within the next hour or so, maybe even within the next hour or so. And there you go. It's going to move in an easterly, southeasterly direction. And I have noticed on this cell, just want to point that out there, or just want to throw this out there, I don't know if it's just the way the radar's looking right now, but it is looking like there is a little bit of an inflow notch right there, and it's kind of doing that, which is kind of interesting. It's kind of showing signs of this, basically spin in the atmosphere. And I want to just point out, and I want to just say it out there, that there is a very slim possibility of a tornado anywhere in eastern South Dakota tonight, but it is not looking extremely likely at all. In fact, it looks almost no chance, but it is there, so we have to keep an eye on it. Over here, farther to the north and east, we have a severe thunderstorm watch, which goes until 2 in the morning. And this is for parts of northeastern South Dakota. Aberdeen, yes, is included in this. Mulbridge is included, but I think the National Weather Service, I think they're going to call off, they're going to cut the warning of Corson County. They're going to take out Corson most likely here within the next hour or so. This is the only severe warning that's close to the coverage area in the northeastern part of South Dakota that is based off of the watch that is issued. And this one is just across the South Dakota side of the border into North Dakota right now. But at the pace it's moving and the way it's moving, let's take a look at one of the new tools that we have here. Aberdeen, there you are. Right now this severe thunderstorm is about 60 miles away from you, so it'll be heading into your direction if you are in Aberdeen. Also, there's a couple of thunderstorms to the west of Aberdeen, and these this line, it's kind of forming a line, a scattered, clustered line of thunderstorms, and this is going to move to the east. So let's see. So Aberdeen kind of there and there. So Aberdeen is going to get hit here with these storms here that are in the area. Aberdeen, the one that's to the west is about 50 miles away, and then the one to the northwest, kind of west-northwest, is about 50 miles away, and then the severe storm, is about 60 miles away. So it'll be in the Aberdeen area probably within the next hour or two, as it crosses the North Dakota border into South Dakota. Also, we've seen some further thunderstorm development farther to the south and east. Here we have a line that started. It started down here east of Des Moines, and since then it's kind of developed a line that's let me zoom out a little bit to tell you what's going on here. It first started with this band of thunderstorms that moved across, but now since then it has suddenly formed a line of thunderstorms, and it's become severe. So it's just something we got to keep an eye on. Not looking to be severe, however, in our coverage area here, if you notice, there is It looks like there probably is going to be some small hail. I would say in this area, maybe some small hail. But that's about it. Also, a stronger line has formed right here, right along I-29. The computer is being a little bit fidgety here this evening. We're gonna be getting a new computer, or getting new computer systems here within the next couple months, so that'll be good. We'll get completely new software. So this is what we have. So I mean, that's what we have for now, I guess. This thunderstorm, by the way, that I've noticed, this one has really developed a hail core here in the central part of South Dakota, right to the west of Pierre. This one has really grown in strength. It came out of nowhere and just all of a sudden popped up on radar. And this is, I believe that's Ziebach County. I believe that's Ziebach County. If I'm mistaken, I'm sorry. It's either Ziebach or yeah, I believe that's Ziebach. Here, that's impacted by this. It's either excuse me. I was looking at some different data. This I believe that's Ziebach, but I'm not for sure. I'll have to double check here. But yeah, I believe that's Ziebach. Let's see. That one goes, yeah, until 12:15, so another maybe 25 minutes or so, maybe a little bit less than that. So that's what we have going on right now. This whole wide area right here in eastern South Dakota, this whole band of thunderstorms is really filled in. What was a line, or was a cluster of thunderstorms that was kind of up in here. There was kind of different areas that, and now it's kind of filling in. It's kind of hard to explain without getting confused, but that's just how it is. I mean, we've had this line of really strong thunderstorms that has pushed its way through, and the one that's with the ones with main concern right now. The storms with the greatest concern for me right now is the one up across the border into North Dakota. That one's going to slide southeast, so it'll probably impact the Aberdeen area here shortly, within the next hour or two. And then the secondary area of concern now that we have to watch is just to the west of Pierre. This one is really grown in strength as a supercell structure, and it's moving in a easterly direction. So it'll be impacting the Pierre area here within the next hour or so as well. And then we have, farther to the south and east, we have a stronger line of thunderstorms across northern Iowa and southwestern Minnesota. That is right here, and it's going to be making its way. I'm not quite sure which direction it's moving. I'm going to say it's moving in an easterly direction, as to all these thunderstorms are moving in a southeasterly direction. I want to point out that I want to see how far away these storms are away from Sioux Falls here, just briefly. Got to do tool. This is about, the strongest part of the line is about 45 miles to the east and northeast of Sioux Falls. Another strong cell is about 12 to 15 miles to the northwest, and then another one about 20 miles to the north. So yeah, if you're in Sioux Falls, we're probably going to get some rain, but the big time thunderstorms are farther off to the west yet, still in central South Dakota. As Sioux Falls, probably overnight here. Let's just say for the rest of the overnight, we're going to see some rain in the Sioux Falls area, as it's looking like rain just keeps filling in. From central South Dakota to Sioux Falls. I want to also do a storm track on Pierre. The storm in Pierre. I want to do a storm track, see how far away it is from Pierre. The box itself is about 12 miles away from Pierre, but the strongest of the storm is about 35 miles away. So it'll be in the Pierre area probably within the next 45 minutes or so. There. So that's what we have going on here. I want to bring up a different map as well. This is a severe thunderstorm watch. All these times are in Central Time. We have the one in up in the northeastern part of South Dakota. That one is will go into effect until 2 a.m. Central Time for the possibility of large hail, strong winds. Every one of these boxes, every one of these blue severe thunderstorm watch boxes, are for the possibilities of large hail, strong damaging winds possible. And also in the southeastern part of South Dakota, there is a heavy rain threat. Just wanted to point that out. Because the rain is just going to keep building up in the southeastern part of South Dakota, as we're already starting to see signs of it. Because rain goes from Sioux Falls backs up to central South Dakota. So that's what we have there. We have a very small severe thunderstorm watch. It's kind of a broken up one that was extended from the last watch box. But they're saying it's for Lyman, Buffalo, and Tripp counties. I drew a white line to show you the cutoff from the one that goes until midnight and the one that goes until 5 in the morning. The one that goes until midnight is for those 3 counties in south central South Dakota. I'll read for you again: Lyman, Buffalo, and Tripp counties in that order, north to south, for another 5 minutes. I know it's another 5 minutes, very short notice, but that's what we have going on as thunderstorms are exiting that area. But farther to the north and east, there are thunderstorms that have the possibility of being severe. The one in southeastern South Dakota that includes Mitchell, Sioux Falls, and Yankton goes until 5 in the morning Central Time for the possibility of large hail and strong winds. So that's all the watches that we have going on. We currently have 3 watches in effect here. There's going to be 2 in 4 minutes at midnight. That one for Lyman, Buffalo, and Tripp counties are going to expire in 4 minutes. So then it will just be the one in northeastern South Dakota and the one in southeastern South Dakota. Let's rerun the radar one last time for you. We have we have a severe thunderstorm warning that we're keeping an eye on, and it's for central South Dakota, just to the northwest of Pierre, and it's going to move into Pierre within the next several minutes. It's about 35 miles away as we do a storm track. Actually, now it's picked up speed. It's about 25 miles away. So it was 35 the last storm track that I did, and now it's only 25 miles away. So it is moving rather fast on that one, and that's a pretty nasty looking potent thunderstorm that is in that area. Also, a severe thunderstorm warning up here that is just outside the coverage area. However, this is moving in a southeasterly direction, so if it keeps holding its strength, it will move into South Dakota side of the border. That one goes until 12:30. So that's another 35 minutes or so on that one. Also, some thunderstorms that have developed just to the west and southwest of Aberdeen. They could be severe. They could turn severe. Here, we'll have to keep an eye on it. Also, there's a band I've noticed that has developed over here in southwest Minnesota. This line of thunderstorms has grown in strength here, and it's probably just going to move in an easterly direction. Not looking at a whole lot of severe weather out of that line. However, it's not impossible that there could be a warning for that area. Also, there's a well, let's just point out here: Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3. Let's just do clusters. Okay, Cluster 1. This is the main concern here. This is Cluster number 1. Right here. That's Cluster number 1. That is what we're keeping an eye on for the severe weather possibilities. Okay, that is line number 1. Let's just do that. Line number 2 is down, goes from east central South Dakota to south central South Dakota. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3 is right here in the southeastern part of South Dakota and east central part of South Dakota. That's 3. And then we have line number 4. That is in southwest Minnesota. We'll have to keep an eye on that in case it becomes severe as well. So those are the 4 zones that we have going on at the present time. We're going to have to go off the air here. So we're keeping an eye on things here in the Storm Center. We'll have more information coming in pretty soon. So for the time being, we're going to step aside and just we're going to keep an eye on the weather. So that's the latest. We'll have more information coming up.